Good morning. Welcome to your gentle flow. We will go ahead and get started in a comfortable seat. You can come to crossing the legs, or perhaps you take fire log pose, stacking one leg on top of the other. Lengthen through the spine and let the palms rest on the thighs or along the legs. Find a soft gaze down towards the mat. And as you're ready, gently close the windows of the eyes. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Perhaps you'd like to set an intention for your practice today. We'll take a moment here, breathing in and out. Inhale, gently begin to blink the eyes back open. Let the shoulders roll up the chest, and on the exhale, let them fall down. Inhale, exhale. One more time, this direction. And then switch directions. Inhale, the shoulders up the back. Exhale, down the chest. One more time. Inhale, return to a neutral seat. Exhale, begin to make your way into extended child's pose. Bring the big toes to touch, knees out wide, and sink the hips to the heels as the arms extend forward. Let the forehead rest on the mat, and perhaps you lightly roll it side to side. Engage the Ujjayi breath. Find a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Engage the bandhas. Pull the low abs up and in. And as we take another moment here, perhaps you notice the hips sink closer to the heels. Maybe you notice the sensation of the hips opening and the stretch through the arms. Inhale, tabletop position. Stack the shoulders above the wrist, hips above the knees. Lengthen through the spine and keep the gaze forward at the mat. Gently tap the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift and rotate at the ankles in both directions. Return the feet to the mat. Inhale, cow. Drop the belly with the gaze and the tailbone. Exhale, arch your back like a Halloween cat. Lower the gaze and tailbone. Inhale, come forward for cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. And start to float these two postures at your own breath. Maybe taking some playful movements or lingering in one of the postures longer than the other. You can take some barrel rolls or sway the hips side to side. Notice the sensation of the spine as it begins to warm up. Return to a neutral tabletop. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, open twist to the right, reach up through the right arm. Exhale, thread the needle. The right arm will come through and under the left. Lower the head to the mat and extend the left arm forward. You can stay here, or if you'd like to take it further, you can walk the left hand towards the upper right hand corner of the mat. So the arm may slightly hover over the head. Or perhaps you take that left arm and take a bind, bringing the arm around the back and grabbing towards the right thigh. Take a few deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. On your next exhale, gently begin to release. Inhale, open twist to the right. Exhale to tabletop. This time, bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, open twist to the left, reach up through the left arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes through and under the right. Head to the mat and extend the right arm forward. If you did so on the other side, you can begin to walk this hand over. Or perhaps you take that half bind. On your next exhale, gently begin to unwind. Inhale, open twist to the left. Exhale to tabletop. Take a couple hip sways or any movements here. And return to a neutral tabletop. Inhale, extend the right leg long behind you. The toes and hips are square to the mat. The sole of the foot will look like it's pressing into the wall behind you. On your next exhale, release the leg back to the mat. Inhale, extend the left leg long. Feel the stretch from the sole of the foot through the glutes. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend the right leg long. Exhale, unwind. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale the right leg, and as you're ready, you can bring up the left arm for balancing table. Think about keeping your gaze forward at the mat, or perhaps you look past the fingertips. Exhale, release. Inhale the left leg, and this time the right arm. Check to make sure that the palm pressing into the mat is flat, fingers spread wide. Exhale, release. We'll take this one more time each side. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, tabletop. Take a couple cat-cows. Return to a neutral tabletop position. Place the hands one palm print in front of where they are. Tuck the back toes under. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Let the head hang heavy as you gaze towards the feet and begin to pedal it out. Walk out your dog. Bending one leg while straightening the other. Maybe take some movements with the shoulders. You can drop one shoulder down, then the other, so slight rotations of the torso. On your next inhale, rise onto the tippy toes. Exhale, push the heels down towards the mat and push the tailbone into the air. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, baby step your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, ragdoll. Find a generous bend in the knees. Let the head and arms hang heavy. Maybe you bring the fingertips into the crooks of the elbows. You can take some yeses and nos with the neck. Perhaps some sways of the torso. And release the palms back down towards the mat. Inhale, slowly rise. The neck is the last to lift. Exhale, standing at attention. Take a moment here, adjust your clothing. And then bring the hands into heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Start to come forward onto the balls of the feet, and then play with coming onto the heels. So just take a couple movements here. Press the feet firmly into the mat. Feel the four corners of the feet on the mat. Find a slight micro bend in the knees. Engage the abs. On your next inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach up through the arms and turn the pinkies slightly in towards each other. To bring the arms off of the ears, bring the shoulder blades together. Take a couple breaths in and out through the nose, and then bring the hands into a steeple grip. The pointer fingers will point up towards the ceiling. Begin to willow it out here. Taking slight side bends to the right and to the left. Maybe circling the hips. You can take a little baby back bend. And perhaps even come forward for a forward fold. Take a couple more movements here. Feel the side bodies begin to wake up. And return to a neutral extended mountain pose. Bring the hands back to prayer position. Exhale, standing forward, bend. Let the torso and head come heavy towards the mat. The arms can dangle here, perhaps. The palms come fully onto the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Come into a figure 7 shape, bringing the shoulder blades and the elbows in tight. Keep the gaze forward. And the hands can rest on the shins or thighs. Exhale, begin to make your way into high plank. And from high plank, we'll hinge back and forth here. Gently shifting from the toes and keep the gaze forward. From high plank, hinge forward and lower down to the knees, and then flip to the tops of the feet. With control, slowly begin to lower the torso down. The fingers will be just under the heads of the shoulders, elbows in tight. Let the chin rest on the mat for a moment as you begin to press the tops of the feet into the mat to create a lift in the knees and thighs. On your next inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands as you slightly peel the chest off of the mat. Exhale to downward facing dog. A series of movements from high plank to down dog is our chaturanga. You can skip this at any time and always just come straight into down dog, or perhaps come into child's pose in between. You choose your path and you choose which is most optimal for you and your body. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. We'll come into that figure 7 shape. Exhale, standing forward bend. Let the torso come forward. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Reach up through the arms. Lightly grab the left wrist with the right hand. And on your next exhale, take a slight side bend to the right. Push the hips to the left. Make sure your left shoulder is open, you're not rounding. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, take a slight side bend to the left. Push the hips to the right. Inhale, center. Bring the hands back through heart center. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We'll come into high plank. Hinge forward and lower with control onto the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, side bend to the right. Push the hips to the left. Take a couple more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Begin to make your way from high plank to downward facing dog, and we'll meet there. From down dog, take a deep inhale through the nose, and on your exhale, perhaps you sigh it out through the mouth. Maybe one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come to the top of the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, chair. Find your yogi seat. Check that the knees don't come forward at the toes. Keep the abs engaged. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Check that the toes and hips are square to the mat. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot between the hands. Maybe you help the leg along. Turn the back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, warrior two. Begin to rise up through the torso. And then play with finding a lunge in the front leg. You can play with coming in and out of that lunge. And then as you're ready, come fully into the lunge. Press through the pinky edges of the feet. The hips are square to the sides. Bring the arms parallel to the mat. If it's comfortable for the neck, perhaps you gaze past the middle finger of the front hand. Tilt the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Press the right arm into the right leg. And bring the left arm up and over. Try to keep it as straight as possible. You might slightly round through the arm. And then check your side bodies. Make sure both are engaged. You're not rounding and dumping through them. They're both strong. Inhale, reverse warrior. The left palm will come to the back leg, and this time the right arm will come up and over. Check the lunge in the front leg. Exhale, cartwheel the arms forward to high plank. Hinge forward and lower to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Back foot turns parallel to the back edge of the mat and find that lunge in the front leg. Turn the palms to face up, bringing the shoulder blades together and then back over. Lean the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Perhaps you notice a difference between the two sides. Maybe one side you lean a little bit deeper than the other. And that's okay. One side might be tighter, maybe one's looser. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let the right palm come down and the left arm come up and over. Check the lunge in the front leg. Exhale to chaturanga. We'll meet back in down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, hop or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, chair. Find that yogi's feet. Maybe sink a little bit deeper this time. Keep those abs engaged. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, high plank, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take another deep inhale through the nose, and on your exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Tilt the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. And you can always use a block here. And let the palm rest on that. You can adjust it to whatever height. Maybe the fingertips come down towards the block. Inhale, reverse warrior. Check the lunge in the front leg. Exhale to high plank. Hinge forward and lower down to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Turn the palms to face up and back over. Lean the torso forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, make your way through chaturanga. And then grab a sip of water here, towel off, whatever you need to do. Now just take a moment here. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose. And as you're ready, begin to make your way back into downward facing dog. Maybe take a couple cat-cows, release any nervous tension that maybe has built up. And then come into that down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes to touch, or perhaps you zip up the feet and the legs. Inhale, standing half lift. Bring those shoulder blades together, elbows in tight, and squeeze the thighs together. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, chair. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. On your exhale, you'll twist to the right, hooking the right thigh with the left elbow, stack the shoulders and wrists. Check that your left knee does not come forward to the right. On your inhale, lengthen through the spine. Check that you're not rounding through the back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to a neutral chair. Exhale, prayer position. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, hook the left thigh with the right elbow. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Check that your right knee doesn't come forward to the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, begin to release. Exhale, step the feet hip-width distance apart. You can measure this by placing two fists between the hands. Begin to let the head hang heavy. You can either grab the big toes with the peace fingers or slide the palm face up underneath the foot so the toes connect with the wrist. Begin to release the hands. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, high plank, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Maybe take a moment here, paddle it out. Come back to that neutral down dog. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Begin to rise up through the torso. Reach up through the arms. You can either stay here standing or go ahead and bring that left knee down towards the mat. Bring the hands into heart center. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge. Hook the right thigh with the left elbow. Squeeze those thighs together. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Take one more breath here. And on your next inhale, begin to unwind, bringing that left knee down if you stayed standing up. The hands will come to the inside of the foot. And then begin to toe heel out that right foot. So it'll come out and up. And you can stay here for runner's lunge. Press up on the palms. Or maybe you have a block, a blanket, a pillow, and you want to come down to the forearms. Or if it's in your practice, go ahead and come down to the forearms on the mat. We'll be in runner's lunge for a moment, so perhaps you come back to the intention you set at the beginning of class. Remember to breathe here, and if this causes you any pain whatsoever, you can come into child's pose, grab a sip of water, maybe take an active shavasana. On your next inhale, begin to turn towards the right for a modified side plank. So you'll bring the left hand to the center of the mat. You can stay here on the knee, or if a full side plank is in your practice, you can go ahead and extend both legs. Push up through the hips and reach up through the right arm. Exhale, high plank. Hinge forward to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. You either stay here or go ahead and bring that right knee down to the mat for a modified version. Exhale the hands into prayer position. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, revolve crescent lunge. Right elbow hooks the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. On your next inhale, begin to release. Hands come to the inside of the foot. Exhale, runner's lunge, toe heel out that left foot. We'll come out and up. Again, we'll be here for a moment. Remember to stay with your breath in and out through the nose. Perhaps this time you take a body scan. How are you feeling now compared to the beginning of class? What places in your body feel good and open and stretched? What places may feel tight, perhaps holding on to tension? On your exhales, I invite you to send the breath to those spots and let it go. Let that tension release. Inhale, begin to make your way towards the left for a side plank. So this time the right hand comes to the center of the mat. Push up through the hips and reach up through the left arm. Exhale, chaturanga. Begin to make your way from high plank to down dog, maybe grabbing a sip of water here. We're going to begin to come into our balancing series. So if you'd like to grab any props, you can go ahead and do that. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, chair. Find that yogi seat. On your exhale, you can sweep the right arm under the left so that the arms cross and the palms connect. The fingers will come to the midline of your face. Put the elbows off the chest, shoulder blades together. Or you can give yourself a shoulder squeeze like you're hugging yourself. And as you're ready, bring that right leg over the left. And eagle pose is a compression pose. It'll come down like this. Keep the abs engaged. And begin to find your drishti. Find that focal point. Something in the room that's not moving. You can always use a block here as a kickstand, placing it to the outside of the left foot. And then gently begin to release. Maybe shake it out. Adjust your clothing. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, sweep the left arm underneath the right. Connect the palms and bring the elbows off the chest. As you're ready, bring the left leg over the right. Find your focal point. Remember to breathe. And slowly release. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, dancer. The left arm or left palm will turn to face the direction you're facing. The right arm will come down, palm faces out. Firm through the left leg. And then you'll capture the big toe side edge of the right foot. If the knee comes away from the midline of the body, bring it back in. Inhale. Exhale, kick the foot into the hand. Perhaps you slightly lean forward and find that drishti. You can play with wiggling the fingers. Sometimes that helps with balance. You can also use a wall here, or maybe you have a chair in front of you. Make sure there's no flexion or extension in this left wrist. It's going to be straight. And then gently release, walk it out, shake it out. And come back into extended mountain pose. The right palm will face forward, and then bring that left arm down, palm face out. Firm through the right leg. Exhale, dancer. Grab the big toe side edge of the foot. Keep the thumb with the fingers. Inhale, and on your exhale, kick the foot into the hand. And then begin to release. Walk it out, shake it out. Inhale, standing at attention. Bring the hands into heart center. Firm through the left leg, and on your exhale, you'll take tree on the right side. You can either take a little kickstand, letting the heel rest just above the left ankle, or go ahead and bring the foot anywhere along the inline of the body except the knee. Make sure to avoid it to protect it. Bring the left hand to the left hip and the right hand to the right thigh. Maybe get that right thigh a little bit nudge out. And as you're ready, grow the branches of your tree. Maybe take some playful movements here with the arms. Take a little side bends. Bring the hands back through heart center and release the leg. Walk it out. Inhale, standing at attention. Begin to firm through the right leg this time. Exhale, tree, left side. Maybe you take a different alignment here with the leg. Maybe you take that kickstand or you bring the leg up further onto the upper thigh. Bring the right hand to the right hip. Left hand to left thigh and give a little nudge out. As you're ready, grow the branches of the tree. We're going to take some more playful movements here. If you'd like to challenge your balance, picture the room in front of you and then close the windows of the eyes. If you're trying this, remember to keep breathing. Bring the hands back through heart center and gently release. Walk it out. Inhale, come back to standing at attention. Exhale, standing forward, bend round through the torso here. Inhale, standing half lift. Exhale, begin to make your way through chaturanga. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way into a comfortable seat. Bring the soles of the feet to press into the mat in front of you. Lift up the feet and legs and bring the palms just behind the thighs. Lengthen through the spine, bring the shoulder blades together. Exhale, boat pose. Keep the abs engaged as you lift the heels off of the mat. And if it's in your practice, maybe you extend the arms, maybe the legs or both. Keep the back straight. If you feel the shake here, that's good. That means it's working. Take a couple more breaths in and out through the nose. And then release. Come to lying on the belly. And we'll begin with a baby cobra. Make sure the fingertips are under the heads of the shoulders and press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest off of the mat and hold it here. Exhale, release the chin to the mat, keep the chin on the mat, and then bend at the knees. On your inhale, floor bow, you'll capture the pinky edge sides of the feet, keep the thumb with the fingers. If you have a blanket here, you can use that, a strap, or even a scarf. If the knees come away, think about pushing them back in towards each other. Inhale, come onto the soft part of the belly. Exhale, kick the feet into the hands. So you come into a teardrop shape. Maybe you slightly wiggle back and forth here as you breathe in and out through the nose. And then begin to release. Bring the right cheek to the mat. Arms are long by the sides. Inhale, bend at the knees. Exhale, windshield wiper the legs. Let them gently sway side to side, releasing the low back. Let the legs extend long and gently make your way back to sitting on the tailbone. Extend the legs out long in front of you. It can be a slight micro bend or as much of a bend in the knees as needed. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach up through the arms, and on your exhale, without rounding through the back, you'll lean forward, maybe capturing just above or below the knees. Keep that back straight for an active seated forward bend. And then gently begin to round through the back, tucking the chin in towards the chest. On your next inhale, begin to rise back up. Exhale, extend the right leg out and bring the sole of the left foot to press against the right thigh. Maybe slightly wiggle open to the right. Inhale the arms. Exhale, forward bend. You can make this as active or as passive as you like. Maybe you drop the forehead down onto the knee and let it rest there. Begin to feel the stretch through the side body, perhaps through the leg and through the arms. And take just another moment here. Inhale, begin to rise. Exhale, kick out the left foot and the right foot will press against the left thigh. Maybe slightly wiggle open to the left. Inhale the arms. Exhale, forward bend. Perhaps you notice the difference between the two sides. Inhale, begin to rise and bring the soles of the feet to touch for butterfly. Let the torso come forward and maybe the forehead even rest on the feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, kick out both legs. Inhale the arms. Exhale, wide angle forward bend. You can reach down towards the ankles or maybe bring the hands to the center between the feet. Inhale, rise back up. And then I will walk through this next movement twice. So we're going to prepare for half Lord of the Fishes. So I'm going to bring my left foot in front of the right glute. And then the right foot is going to come to the outside of the left thigh. So I'll walk through that again. My left foot is in front of my right glute. My right foot will come to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, reach up through the arms. And on the exhale, I'll twist open to the right, placing my right hand behind me. And my left elbow will hook the right thigh. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist. Maybe you gaze past that right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then gently begin to release and we'll prepare to switch sides. So this time the right foot comes in front of the left glute and the left foot will come to the outside of the right thigh. So right foot in front of left glute, right or left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Inhale the arms, exhale, twist to the left, right elbow hooks the left thigh, half Lord of the Fishes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist, maybe gazing past the left shoulder this time. And then gently begin to release. Extend the legs out long in front of you and bring the palms to press together. Exhale, slowly make your way to lying on the back with control. Bring the soles of the feet just below the glutes to press into the mat. Palms face up. On your inhale, bridge position, push the hips up. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, push the hips back up. Maybe play with extending the arms up overhead for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Arms come back down to the side, spine to the mat. Inhale the knees in towards the chest. Exhale, happy baby. Gently begin to rock side to side. Giving that low back a little massage after all the work that it's just done. Inhale the knees and back towards center. Exhale, release the left leg long to the mat. Inhale, bring that right knee in just a little bit tighter. Exhale, supine spinal twist. Guide the right knee over towards the left. See how the arms, and if it's comfortable for the neck, perhaps you gaze towards the right. So opposite knee, opposite gaze. So the right knee is towards the left, the gaze is towards the right. Check that the right shoulder is heavy on the mat. Inhale, begin to come back through center. Exhale, release the right leg long. Inhale, the left knee in tight. Exhale, supine spinal twist. Left knee falls to the right. Tail the arms and perhaps gaze towards the left. Make sure the left shoulder remains on the mat. Inhale, come back through center. Bring both knees in tight to the chest. Take a couple final rolls here, side to side. Grab any props you may need for Shavasana. Begin to release the legs long to the mat. Let the toes fall towards the sides. The arms can be long by the sides of the body, or perhaps you bring both hands to the belly and notice the breathing, or perhaps one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. As you're ready, gently begin to close the windows of the eyes and begin to breathe at your own pace. Notice where any, if any, tension remains. Perhaps you bring the tongue off of the roof of the mouth, letting the jaw relax. Feel the relaxation from the crown of the head seep down through the body to the soles of the feet. Know that this time is now yours for you to stay here for however long you would like. Thank you for joining me for class today. Namaste.